Alright, so this is what my setup looked like about 2 years ago. And this is what it looks like now. As you've just seen, it's changed a ton since last time, and I could not be happier that it did. I had a job about 2 months ago, I want to say, and I was able to afford a much better setup than what I had before. Let me show you around. So first we have the gaming PC. I have it sideways because I don't know, I just really like the look of the RGB through the glass. And the specs are an Intel i9 CPU at 3.7 gigahertz, 32 gigabytes of RAM, a GeForce RTX 2060 graphics card, and I've got terabyte hard drives. Next up, we have my two monitors. The one on the right is an Asus VG249 144Hz monitor. It's about a 24.5 inch display. I use this because my gaming PC can output pretty much any game at 140 frames a second. The monitor is able to match it as an output. Going from 60 Hz all the way up to 144 Hz pretty much in one jump was insane. I would like to go up to 240, but for now, this has been so smooth and has been so much better than playing on 60 Hz. The monitor on the left is a brand from Plenair. This is a touchscreen monitor, and the model is a PCT 2485, and I believe it's a 28-inch monitor. The thing is absolutely massive. I'm able to fit OBS Studio and XSplit Broadcaster side by side, and I'm able to see what I need to do. It's so much better than a little 60 Hz monitor that's like this big. So this monitor has been so much better. I actually got this one for free. This monitor is about 300 bucks, so I'm glad I got it when I did. Next up is the microphone. It's pretty cheap for what it is, but sounds great out of the box in my opinion. It's a Fifine K669B. This microphone's just been insane overall. It's got this little knob on the front which I can adjust. Say if something's too loud or too quiet, I can just pretty much just change it and hear it in real time. Next up is the ring light. I'm not sure what brand this is. I got this off of Amazon for about 15 bucks. It was pretty cheap for what it is, but it's a great substitute for, say, something like an Elgato key light. I have a plastic bag over it just as a diffuser because before I was recording and it was just like blaring straight into my face. I couldn't really see the monitor all too clearly, but at the same time it does help with the reflection in my glasses a little bit. The reflection before was just terrible, but just putting a bag over the ring light has helped so much. And actually another interesting point along with the microphone that I thought of was that this studio right now, which is actually just my bedroom, but it's pretty well soundproof. Let me show you. So I've got all this carpet down in here. I mean, it deals with most of the sound suppression, but these couches right here and my bed right here, it helps with most of it as well. Especially this this blanket right here. It's kind of like this fleece type of just this really soft, and I've just got a bunch of fabric laying here temporarily until I can get it put away, but that really helps, especially that helps with a bunch of the sound suppression. But I've also got this curtain back here. I've got it behind my window right here, and glasses and blinds are probably one of the worst things to deflect sound right back at you, and so I've got this curtain right here to kind of help with that, but also with the light as well. And so that's kind of what I've got right there for kind of absorbing some of the sound right there. And right here especially, I've got, you know, just it's this like really, it's like this tall type of carpet, and it absorbs a whole bunch of sound. And so that's kind of what I got for sound suppression at the moment. I'm kind of thinking about putting some sound panels up along here, and I don't know, we'll just think about it. Let me know what you guys think, but right now it'll do just fine and it works. So there you go. That's pretty much the setup. I didn't really want to get too nerdy with like where all the audio goes and like where all my settings go and stuff and what everything does, just because I've just used trial and error through this whole process, especially 2 years ago. Like I was just barely starting out new as a YouTuber, and I had no clue what I was doing. And that's what I suggest you do as well if you want to get into content creation. Google is pretty much just one click away, and that's what I used. I used Google, YouTube, Reddit, Quora, anything that I could get a hold of to get help on the studio. And speaking of studios, they're not cheap. They're really not cheap. This one I think costs about, I want to say like $5,000, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more, but I accumulated it over the year, and that's what I suggest you do as well. Just save up your money little by little, and it will be so worth it later on. So like I said, that's pretty much the studio. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode of the Survival of the Fittest series. I'm also thinking I'm going to be starting up a Disney Infinity series as well, and I hope to see you guys there. And until next time, I'll see ya. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys are brand new as well. Bye.